What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to do another Shoki's Inside Voice. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different than the others, I think, because I'm not really focusing on something that is angering me or something like that. This is more of a kind of a, I don't know. It's a let you guys know what's up if you haven't figured it out already, and also maybe come up with a little bit of solutions, because this one is going to be over the new YouTube advertiser and monetization policies, especially for the smaller channels. If you guys haven't heard about it already, it's definitely hitting a lot of people that I know. So I've got Dan the Plastic Man, the Crow Sama, Unboxing Art, and JC Grooves, just to name a few. A few of my my Facebook, well, actually Facebook friends and YouTube friends. Basically, with the new policy, guys, it states that you have to have at least 1,000 subs and 4,000 viewed hours on your channel to retain monetization ability. And it's been a huge thing in the last 2 to 3 days since it first happened. And of course, anybody who's making a video over it that is definitely affected by it. And actually, Art messaged me this morning about it. He's, man, this sucks. It's so depressing. And Dan made a video announcing it. Crow made a video about it, actually referencing Dan's video directly. So, yeah, I mean, it is a big deal, meaning that by February 20th of this year, so they've got roughly 30 days to get their numbers up, or they lose monetization. Now, first and foremost, I want to say it doesn't limit their potential for monetization in the future. It just means that they're going to demonetize their channel until they reach those growth numbers. And that does suck. And it does seem like it's out of nowhere, but I don't think it really is with YouTube. And Phil DeFranco really broke it down. And if you want to go watch his video, I'll link it up here, and in the description down below. Go watch his video explaining exactly what it is, because he does work very closely with YouTube. He has been on the platform for a very long time, and he always wants new creators to have the best chance they can to grow. And I'm sure Matt Pat will probably put out a video very close to it very soon. He's put out multiple videos about the algorithm, and the algorithm is something that definitely helps and hinders the growth around here. But realistically, let's talk about just this. And these guys are my friends, and it does suck. And for all the countless guys out there, probably thousands if I had to guess, the small channels that some of them haven't even hit their first payout. I know Dennis, his channel was big for a long time, but he hasn't been very active in the last year. He's finally getting back together and wanting to do a lot more. Same thing with Dan. Dan, and you guys have asked me about him before, like, where's Dan been? What's going on with Dan? And yeah, he's had a whole lot of things go on in his life, between school and trying to find a new job related to his degree, and then just kind of falling out of the passion a little bit. And that's really kind of apparent. But he was really wanting to come back with 2018 and just, you know, really give it a good punch and start moving at it again. And I want him to do that. I want Dan to finally grow and get back into that level what he's doing. And with Dennis Crow, he's just finally getting back into things. He took a long time off. Like he said in his own videos, he made about 10 videos at, like, total last year of reviews. And he's been doing a lot more lately. More live streams, more reviewing, upgrading his equipment, all this stuff. Basically gearing up to revamp his channel. And he's got 2,300 some odd subscribers, so he's there, but he doesn't have anywhere near the view hours. And 4,000 hours, if I want to break it down for you guys, just is 240,000 minutes. Sounds like a lot, but then you got to look at how that kind of works out. And mind you, they're giving you 12 months to pull that off. So if you haven't pulled that off since basically the beginning of last year, that's why they're going to demonetize you. And their main reason for it seems, is to knock out copycat channels, so people who are ripping off other people's stuff, trying to take a big bite out of terrorism channels and things like that, because they only put up so many videos, but they get a ton of views before they get demonetized in the first place. So they're trying to knock down a lot of the things in the back. But of course the backlash is that young creators aren't getting their thing. But they have to look at it as a business. And that's one aspect that really sucks. YouTube makes their money off of us just like we make our money off of our subscribers. So their ad revenue is, or our ad revenue is their ad revenue. And if we're not making the money for them, then they just kind of cut you loose until you are. And a lot of people are mad. Sorry, let me go back just a minute. A lot of people are angry that they changed this ruling. Because originally it was only 100,000 views. You only need 100,000 views to get there. Well, realistically, 100,000 views isn't too hard to hit. If you're making enough content. If you have enough videos out there. Or you have one ridiculous viral video. Because we all know that viral videos can explode. Music videos can explode. And have tons and tons of views. But you may not even have the subscriber base. You may not have any. You might just have one video. In this particular case. One video that is kicking ass. But anyways, guys, going back to the time aspect. Which is the viewing hours. That's the hardest part to pull off. 1,000 subs. Like I said, Dennis is already there. In the case of Art, he's about halfway there. I think he had 430 something last time I saw him, and his channel's been growing. Which, by the way, guys, go subscribe if you're new here to me by chance of this video, or if you're a subscriber of mine and you haven't gone to these guys' channels, the Crow Sama, Dan Plastic Man, JC Grooves. He hasn't put up much anything. His YouTube doesn't really matter to him. He gets all his stuff from Instagram and Twitter, so his YouTube doesn't matter too much. But Unboxing Art is a great guy. Needs more support. He's a great nerd, and he loves his action figures. If you like action figures and Marvel, DC, all those things, go check out Unboxing Art. 240,000 minutes. Sounds like a lot, but you got to break it down. Every single thing we got to do here is breaking it down by the work. So 240,000 minutes in a year. Divided by weeks. We got 52 weeks in a year. So that's 4,615 thereabouts minutes a week. Sounds a little bit more manageable, doesn't it? Divide that by 5, assuming you're putting out only 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday. That's 932 minutes a day. That's not too bad, considering there's quite a bit more minutes in a day. Like 36,000 some odd minutes of a day. I can't remember. Whatever the song is. Whatever song is from Rent. Now, I'm going to break things down a little bit from my side. I've grown massively in the last year. We've gained almost 1,200 subscribers since this day last year. That's a massive, massive growth. I never thought it'd be this big. I do make videos essentially every day, at least 5 days a week. I'm putting out a video, sometimes extra on Saturday, and a live stream on Sunday. In the last 365 days, so last year, I have 929,783 view minutes or watch minutes for my channel, the whole damn thing. So total, I've got 15,496.3 hours of view time. So I've blown the 4,000 hours way out of proportion. Now, there's one video in particular in the last year that has been pushing that envelope, that has been really kind of, you know, really getting it there. And it is my Class of 2016 video. And realistically, that particular video has 70,491 watch minutes. And that equates to 1,174.85 hours. So that one video has made up for roughly almost a third. Yeah, about a third of my watch hours. The one video, that's what I was kind of, it's like, realistically, you can have one video that can really just blow everything out of the water, get your watch hours up, and that's what I was kind of getting at. But the thing is, there's 70,000 views, or I'm sorry, 70,000 minutes viewed, but it's in that amount of time, it's only gotten 10,382 views, according to this paper in front of me. Like I said, it's only the last 365 days. because it took some videos pick up traction later on. So that's honestly not a big ratio. And this is one thing that I want to break down that's actually very important. Watch time. Average watch time. Average view duration, as they call it in the analytics. For me personally, in the last 365 days, it's been 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Guys, I make 20-minute videos almost daily. On the average, I've got 25, almost 30-minute videos. And it's showing up as roughly 5 minutes per video. That's an average, mind you. Now, I'm going to go break it down, and let's do some basic math. Let's figure out what kind of work you're going to need to do to get to these numbers. Because this is what Dan is struggling with. He's trying to figure out how he could possibly get these numbers done and stuff like that. Now, Dan is different than me. He's not putting out videos every single day. You know, and he's slowed down significantly in the last 2-3 months. And, you know, life gets in the way a lot of times, guys. If you can't keep a schedule, you can't keep a schedule, stuff like that. We'll get to that, but let's just break it down. Let's just say, in basic math, that you're getting 5 minutes per video. That's it. On average, every video you put up gets 5 minutes of view time. So let's just call it a 5-minute video. We're not going to worry about percentage of watched. We're just going to talk about you make a 5-minute video, and every person watches it for 5 minutes. We'll just call it that. Let's make it real easy math. Let's say you have that 1,000 subs. So you hit your 1,000 subs. Okay. That's easy. That's 5,000 minutes. That sounds like a ton, doesn't it? 5,000 minutes is roughly 83 hours. So you get roughly 83 hours out of just one video being watched 1,000 times. So that's assuming, and this is the thing that's sort of important. It's assuming you have 1,000 subs that have watched your video completely, or watch your video for 5 minutes. You get 83 hours. But realistically, you don't get 1,000 views because you're not getting. This is the sad reality of it. Unless, actually, no, it's true for almost anybody, regardless of size. And we're gonna go per week. My average view of most of my things, most of my videos, I would call roughly 10%. Just looking at my subs, just my numbers from the last 7 days, at 1,391 thereabouts subs, and I'm taking one video from last week, and that was my gym ground type. My gym ground type video was one of the bigger videos of last week. It was 163 views in 1 week. So that's roughly 11.7% of my subscribers watch that video. That's it. In 1 week. That's it. I mean, think about the numbers. 1,300, 163. Not just a little over 10%. So let's look at that real quick. Calling it, they only watched, everybody who did watch it at 163 views, average 5 minutes in. That's it. 163 times 5 is 815 minutes. So quick math, divided by 60, let's get those hours. That's roughly, I think I averaged it, 13 hours. That one video only got me 13 hours of view time in a week. Okay. So let's just do another quick math. So we need to get to that 4,000 hours. So we're going to take our 4,000 hours divided by 13 hours. So that's one video's worth of hours in a week. And that gives us 307.6 videos. So assuming you have an average of 163 views per video for 5 minutes to get that 13 hours, mind you, that's just 1 week, you'd have to make 307.6, call it 308, videos to get to 4,000 hours. Now, mind you, I have over 500 videos. I got probably close to 540 videos. I'd have to relook at my things because I add, delete stuff over time. And that is what makes the difference. when you're low on the totem pole, you don't have a buttload of subscribers. You have to have a buttload of videos. So if you're on the bottom end, you've only got so many subscribers. Let's just say you got 1,000 subscribers or less. You have to put out videos constantly to make that number. And that gives it to you right there. Assuming you can only get 163 views, or let's actually make it even simpler. Let's call it 150 views. Say you get 150 views on one video in 1 week. So you're going to go ahead, and that's 1/10 of your subscribers. You got 1,500 subscribers, so you get 150 views on a single video for 5 minutes. So you got 150 times 5, that gives you 750. That's 12.5 hours. Okay, so that's one video in 1 week, gives you 12.5 hours. Let's go ahead and make that a daily video. Five in a week. 12.5 times 5 is 62.5. So that's 62.5 hours per week. So how many weeks are there in a year? 52. Very simple math. So 62.5 times 52 is 3,250 video, or 3,250 hours a year. So even if you got 150 views, this is an average. So we're saying, and this is only per week. This is all I'm saying that it cut off, and this is the realization. If, say, 150 views is all you got, period. Never got any more views after that. For every single video you did in a year, not counting that's just Monday through Friday, you still wouldn't hit your numbers. But the thing is that you don't have to worry about that, because you're gonna get more views. The longer a video is on YouTube, the more views it's gonna get over time. Obviously, or else I wouldn't have 10,000 plus views on that one video, especially since last year. You have exponential growth when it comes to this. And this is one of the things that matters, especially when you're on the low end, when you have almost no subscribers, when you have no fan base, you're starting out fresh. The thing you have to realize is, to get there, to get your numbers up the way, and now that these numbers are what's important, where you want to start, you've got to have exponential growth. You've got to put out a video every day. You've got to engage people enough that they'll at least stick around for 5 minutes. And it's not 5 minutes every day. It's not 5 minutes every single time somebody watches it. You've got an average of, sometimes, call it a 20-minute video. Some people are going to watch it for 20 minutes. Some people are going to watch it for 5 minutes or less. Some people are going to click on it and go, what is this? I don't like this. Turn it off after a minute. So somewhere in that middle, you've got that 5-minute range or so, like that. Quick thing. Last 30 days, I've got 22,384 minutes per 2,098 views. I don't remember exactly which video. Oh, this might be my this is my 2017. This is my class of 2017, which, hey, it broke 2,000 views. Blew my mind. But that excuse me. Actually, that might actually be my 2016. I didn't write down which videos they were, just these were the top. But anyways, what I'm saying is that is actually an average of 10.6 minutes per view. So the view minutes, the duration goes up and down, depending on how many people are watching and all that stuff like that. But the idea is, if you're only going to engage people for 5 to 7 minutes, roughly, and honestly, the percentage doesn't necessarily matter. Because like I said, the average percentage doesn't really matter as much, because there are those people who are going to watch it completely out there for 20 minutes every single time. That's awesome. And you guys are awesome. If you watch every minute of every video that your favorite YouTubers put out, you guys are amazing, because you are really taking advantage and you're really helping out the people you watch. And that's one thing that matters, the engagement. Like I said, there are those people who like to click, there are those people who like to fast forward, there are those people who like to just, it's 5 minutes in, I'm bored, click off. And I make long videos. I understand, not everybody's going to sit through my videos. But at least in my case, making long videos can almost guarantee that people are going to watch for longer. If you're only making 7-minute videos, you're only making 10-minute videos, if somebody's only watching for 10 minutes, then you're only getting 10 minutes out of that. Which, if you get a ton of views, if you get a couple thousand views on that, excellent. That's where it's going to get it for you. But if you're small, if you're low down, like the guys that I'm talking about, you know, even myself, you have to have repeated engagement, or you have to have, if you can't get the overall engagement to be skyrocketing for a single video, you have to have way more base. You have to have that growth. You have to have something to always be farming off of. So an older video is going to just keep building more and more views over time, but you also have to feed back into that. It's nice when somebody can YouTube search and then find that specific thing that they're looking for. Like, the largest chunk for me that I have, that block of videos that have views, is Double October from 2016. People have found that and just gone crazy. Like, it's just because every video feeds into the next. That was nearly a month of straight 00 content, and people love it. Believe me, I like doing Double October. I felt bad that this year didn't have anywhere near as much content compared to 2016. Mind you, this year I'm going to try to do better. But anyways, I also fed back into it every year. Every video fed to the previous one. Everything fed into it. You have to take advantage of the end screen. You have to take advantage of the cards that pop up here. There probably won't be one right now because I'll forget to do it. Get the older videos out there. Like, Dan is asking people to go through and watch all of his videos repeatedly over and over. Make sure you have an end credits. Make sure you have that ability to link back to your older videos, especially if it's something that ties into what you're doing. Like for me, Master Grade Mondays, I link back to either the previous Master Grade Monday or the Master Grade Monday playlist. Playlists are a definite way to make sure that you get that engagement, that you can see that. If you don't bother to set up playlists, like for me, I've got my Jack Specific playlist, I've got my Double October playlist, I've got my Power Rangers playlist, I've got my Master Grade Monday playlist, I've got my specific Wing Master Grade Monday playlist, so that you can just sit there and compound all of those views, compound all those videos for yourself. Nobody's going to sell you but you, unless you spend money. And that's the next thing that I would say for anybody who is down at the bottom like we are. If you need to get your name out there, you have to help yourself sell yourself. If you're not using social media to the best of your advantage, then you're kind of missing out. Personally, I spam my videos. Any of my gunplay related videos, you guys know, if you're in the Facebook groups, you see me, I'm posting every other day with Gundam content. If I'm in the Power Rangers videos, I am spamming my Power Rangers videos in the Power Ranger groups I'm in. Transformers, same thing. Guys, if you have a Facebook, but you don't have an official one for your channel, get after it. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with Twitter. Because JC Grooves doesn't care about his YouTube. His stuff is all on Instagram. It's all on Twitter. And he has mad followers. He has people who love his stuff. To the point that he picked up 2 sponsorships off of that alone. And he doesn't even make YouTube reviews anymore. He doesn't look at stuff on YouTube anymore. He just takes pictures and writes things out for stuff. And it worked. It totally worked for him. Not going to work for everybody. It doesn't work for me. Most people don't care about my Instagram. My Twitter just, it's almost non-existent. Even though I everything gets CC'd from Instagram to Twitter anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Facebook, use it. And the main thing you want to do there, especially if you're trying to grow your subs, and I'm going to tell this to all of you, this is a huge, not even a secret, pay for advertising on Facebook. I have done it repeatedly. There are many of you who are subscribers now because you saw an ad in your feed for my channel, right? Right? Because I paid for it. And mind you, it can get expensive. I think one time I spent about $100 in a month to try to just get it out there. And all it was a link to my channel and a link to the sub button. So they literally were just pushing it out there. Get more subs. Throw money at it to make it happen. Because like the old adage is, you got to spend money to make money. So do it. I mean, we all have jobs, we all have things we do. Mind you, you don't have to spend a buttload of money to advertise. You can spend 10 bucks, you can spend $50 in a week. $50 in a month. Mind you, the more you spend, the more they're going to engage it. And you can set your parameters, your age ranges, your countries, your interests. So if we're Gunpla reviewers, like most of the guys I'm talking about, if you're toy reviewers, you market that stuff everywhere. If you're trying to get your name out there, you're trying to grow it, boost it, sell it, push it so that people will see it. Make a name for yourself and push it out there. Now, Philip DeFranco will tell you in a video, if I linked it properly, there's plenty of other ways you can do it. You can also make money at this without relying on YouTube. You got Patreon. I have my 3 Patreon guys. John, Andy, Steve, hopefully right here on the screen. You guys are great for always supporting me. And you guys get... I'm bad. I've been very bad in the last couple months about getting my Patreon content done. And I'm so grateful that you guys are backing me. Dan has a Patreon. I think Dennis does, or he's working on it, or he's planning on it. But the other thing is merchandise. You can totally just make t-shirts. You can make hats. I want to sell merch. I want to make something that you guys would want to buy. I actually have posters that I haven't pushed. I was giving the Patreon guys access to it first, and nobody's gone for it yet, honestly. But I have a poster. I have a Grey's Kuribata poster made up that I'd love to sell. I think it'd be fun if you guys would want it. But I don't sit here and I don't push it. I don't throw it out there, but I totally could. I made it as a Patreon only thing. But t-shirts, like Phil says, just slap your frickin' channel name on a t-shirt with the link. Figure out how to price it out to where you can make money off of it if your people are going to buy it. And yeah, do that. Use that same money. 1, it's advertisement. 2, it's money in your pocket. That's a great way to do it. There's also a couple other services he mentioned that I don't know about. One of them he mentioned was called Brave. I think it's something of a server kind of situation. I'm not sure. But definitely watch his video. It's very educational about how to, one, get yourself out there and stuff like that. And maybe keep making money at it without relying entirely on it. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is if you're going to put ads in your videos anyways, make a commercial break for it. Because as we probably just saw, it interrupted me at a random point, so yeah, it's just annoying when that happens. Engineer, this is what I do. You guys see it in my videos. I have what I call breakers. So I get to a new section of the video, so I'm going to move on to articulation. I'm going to move on to details. I'm going to move on to a box or a time lapse. I put in a breaker and I insert a commercial. So it is definitely a break. And don't go crazy with your commercials, guys. I know we need to make money at this. This is just me saying don't do it. It annoys the crap out of me when one of my things I'm subscribed to, in the middle of a conversation, just commercial, and then not even 2 minutes later, commercial, and it's an 8-minute long video, and he's got 4 commercials every 2 minutes. At least engineer it to where it's not interrupting the video. I hate it. This particular video, hopefully I'll chop it better to put better breaks in it. But be smart about your things. If you want to get more ads into a video, but you have if you have a long video like I do, long drawn out reviews, engineer commercial breaks. I've got just under 1,400 subscribers. That's awesome. And I already showed you the math at 1,500 subscribers, how much work you're going to have to do at 5 minutes of view to get it there. Now I'm going to do a little bit more math. And this is to show you what growth makes a difference. And it's not just subscribers. This is just breaking it down to views. So quick math, at 20,000 subscribers, which I haven't kept up, but I know that Second Soundwave has way more subscribers than we do. If he's not close to 20,000, he should be. Last time I looked, I believe he had close to 15, so that was a while back. Anyways, so going back to the percentage that I was having roughly in a week average. So 11.71% of 20,000 subscribers is 2,342. That's a number of views on one video. One video, 1 week. So times 5, so we got to get our 5 minutes in. So that many views in 5 minutes apiece. That's 11,710 minutes in one video. That's amazing. So 11,000 minutes for a single video in a single day. Remember, we only need 240,000 to qualify. So let's go times 5. So we're going 5 videos at that rate in a week. That gets us to 58,550. That's a hell of a lot of videos. Hell of a lot of minutes viewed. Okay? Let's go real crazy. Let's go times a year. So 52. So that gives us to 3,044,660 minutes. At 20,000 subscribers, on my rough estimate of averages of views per week, just trying to do one video a day, 5-minute viewing, will give you. Sorry, I have to make sure that number is correct because it looks like a 0. So 50,743.333 hours. We only needed 4,000. So at the rate of having 20,000 subscribers, you wouldn't even have to put out that many videos to qualify. Now, one point of controversy, and I'm not sure about this. This is something I was assuming by the wordage. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, or 4,000 hours of viewing. If something were to happen to me, and I couldn't put out a video for like a year, assuming that people aren't just piling on and just compounding my views horrendously, say there's a big drop off. If I don't get that 4,000 hours, which as we've already seen monetarily is not super easy at low subscribers, low views, low view minutes. If I didn't qualify anymore, would YouTube demonetize my channel? So currently, because they're changing the rules, they're demonetizing the channel. So if you don't make qualification, your channel gets demonetized until you do. They've changed the gateway because 100,000 views was easy. Because somebody could just make a new channel, upload a salacious video, they'll get 100,000 views, like nothing. They can monetize, put out a few more videos, get a lot of money, and then just bail on that channel because they got caught with whatever content that was. That's one thing I think they're trying to get away from. That's why they made it 4,000 hours, this, that, and the other. Would YouTube do that? Because nobody is grandfathered in. Nobody is safe from this unless your stuff is there. Now, I didn't get an email. Other people I know that have higher numbers didn't get an email. I have to assume that Inked Gunpla, my buddy Mitchell, did get the same email. But I don't think he's monetized. I don't think he's bothered. Because that's not where his stuff is going to come from anyways. But will YouTube take down or take away my monetization if I slow down and don't make a video for like the last year? So if my old videos just really stop getting views, like just trickling in every now and then, and I don't put out any new content, and enough content to generate 4,000 hours, and mind you, it doesn't have to be new hours, obviously, it's just the hours that you make, would they take it away like they're doing now? Would you be disqualified? So from February 20th, like these guys are having to deal with, to next February 20th, if I put out no new content, would they demonetize me? Even though my subscribers are up, would it make a difference? I'm saying yes, because the way I look at it, and I said this earlier, YouTube is a business. They're here to make money. They're making money off of us just like we're making money off of them. Employers, employees, that's what it is. We're all employees of YouTube. We're all contract employees with YouTube. If I don't come to work, if I don't go to my job, why would they keep paying me? Now, there's a certain amount of being asleep at the wheel when it comes to YouTube. They do pay us a lot, because it's all computer run. We can coast on old videos for a while, and we can keep generating views, keep getting advertising revenue for older videos, obviously. But if you stop putting out new content and your videos start slowing down, and you're not because new content generates more than old content most of the time, unless you do all those things I was talking about where you got to link everything back and blah blah blah. Anyways, if I stop doing my job, yeah, they're gonna stop paying me for not coming to work. We're almost on a salaried basis here. Like, okay, we're gonna pay you this set amount of money because you're generating all this for the work you have done. But if I stop coming into work, they're gonna stop paying me to do it. Now, if it's somebody new, if you're just starting out and you're trying to build yourself up, yeah, it sucks. It's a new gateway. But given the way that the algorithm works, given the way that this community works, they want you to work for it. And as Dennis said, basically in his video, yeah, I haven't done anything new. I haven't made videos to generate these views. And while he's like, yeah, it sucks, he's just like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it right now, but I'm going to be doing better. Because between February and March, his videos are basically going to drop off again because he's in the middle of moving between here and Japan. Once he gets to Japan, and I talked to him about this, he's just going to go nuts. So that won't be a problem. Getting the views, having the subs isn't a problem. He's already there. As for Dan, asking people to watch your videos over and over and over to do it. And I get it's a knee-jerk reaction, buddy. I understand. You're upset. I know you're depressed. And it's going to take a while to get out of the funk, buddy. I get it. Just make your content. Be in love with your content. Make what you want to make the way you want to make it. Don't tell anyone else, or don't let anybody else tell you how to be you. People complain my videos are too long. So what do? I make a sarcastic video back at them. Like, you want to see a long video? Here's a 2.5 minute video. I can't even get an average of 5 minute watches on that. It's not even 5 minutes long. But the point is, Dan, I know you've lost, you've struggled, and you're having a hard time getting back in the groove because you feel like you're failing at it. You're not failing at it, buddy. You're just letting it get to you. If you want to win at it, keep moving forward. Stop looking back. Stop looking at the crap on the floor and walk past it. It's like, okay, this is your new milestone. This is YouTube saying, get off your ass and make it happen. 100,000 views, whoop-de-doo. That was easy. 1,000 subscribers, you struggled, but you got there. You need 4,000 viewable hours, start cranking out content. You thought I was joking. Start making 3 videos a day, 20 minutes long, and hope people watch it. Put out 10-minute videos. Put out 10-minute videos every day. Who cares? Do more live streams. Get a bit more engagement. Sell yourself on social media. Literally pay money to get views. Do it. I sold one video. There's one particular video. I think it might have been my 2017 video. I don't remember. I paid $30 on YouTube. Not YouTube, Facebook, to push it. Sell your videos, man. If you're not quite sure how, and this goes for a lot of people. Art, you're new, but you've got it sort of figured out. You've got your niche, buddy. You do your thing. You've talked to me about a little bit of help growing things, and I know it's a little depressing, YouTube going, we're taking away your money. But they're just giving you that new milestone you have to get past. Do it. Just do it. I mean, 1,000 subscribers, you can get there. 4,000 hours, it seems like a struggle. Art's already on his way there, making a lot of videos, and he's gotten a lot of product. Dan, just break through it, man. Just, you've put up a wall between you and your own success. Break through it, buddy. This is not put there by anybody else. I was there. I'm like, I'm never going to get to 1,000 subscribers. Nobody watches my stuff. People complain about my stuff all the time. Push past it. Swing past it. You have a goal. You had a goal. You had 1,000 subscriber goal. You got there. Even with no new content, you got there. Put out new content. Make it good. Make it something people want to watch. Share the crap out of it. Get your minutes. If you want help, come hang out. We'll make some more stuff together. That goes for Art too. I've been wanting to get Art on the channel for a while. Dennis has been on the channel. He needs to get back on too, because I want to have him on a Nerdcast. Guys, I'm not going to sit here and beg you to go watch tons of videos to help these guys out. But at least go check out their channels. You know, at least the three main guys. JC Grooves, go follow him on Instagram and Twitter. By all means. If I have had a tiny bit of success at this. Tiny bit. And that's only because I busted my ass. I've stayed me. I busted my ass. So, just do it. And Second Soundwave, he busted his ass a lot to get where he's at. You know, there's nobody really giving him any handouts. People can say, well, wow, how did he get there? You know, busted his ass. Does good work. I mean, he hasn't put out many videos. You get busy. It happens. But we'll see what happens, you know. There's a lot of good guys in this community. There's a lot of good people in this community of watching. And like I always say, let's keep building this community together. And that goes for the subs. That goes for other creators. We're all here for each other. We're not in competition with each other because there's all the money in the world to be made out there. And as long as you're not doing exactly what somebody else is doing, we're copycatting, literally copying them, the money's there for you to have. Advertisers suck. We've got to get that advertiser revenue back by continually putting out content that people want to see. Continually putting out content that can be seen, that can be viewed. You do a good job. You keep yourself relevant. Get your tags straight. Thumbnails, thumbnails, thumbnails. Just do it. Make yourself better. Sell yourself better. And grow and make money at this job. This is a job. This is a hobby. If you don't love it, go over there. If you're not in it for the long haul, okay, then you can't complain about the money. If this is what you want to do for fun, by all means, do it for fun. If you're a hardcore person who wants to really make a thing at being a YouTuber, and you don't happen to be a silly post-teen, if you don't have to be a silly millennial who is rude and doing things in Japan to get views, then you've got to do it the hard way. A lot of sweat, a lot of money, a lot of plastic. And as I said in one of my previous videos, which isn't going to be out yet before this one, this video is sponsored by my wallet. That's how things get paid for around here. Sponsored only by Ashoki and my Patreon guys who are amazing. So guys, I hope this has helped in any way, shape, or form. I hope you understand remotely with all the numbers I threw out there that break it down, figure out what you got to do. It's like, just break it down. It's like, okay, this is what I have to achieve in this amount of time. Okay, well, I can't do that. Well, let's break it down to something manageable. Just keep breaking it into something smaller that you can pull off. And then just grind, grind, grind. You'll get there. You'll get a modicum of success. And it's harder and harder to be successful at this nowadays. Because plenty of people who have been here 10 years plus that are just, this is literally their life now. If you want to keep it up, do it. Make it happen. But that's it. That's done with my thoughts. Thank you for watching, whoever. If you stuck it through this entire video, you're amazing, because it's been a long one so far. But I'll catch you guys on the next review, the next whatever. And remember, as always, keep on nerding, keep on building, and let's keep building this community together, because that's the only way we get through this, is together, guys. See you later.